Okay, sure, we can do Orfevre's in-game story, but let's start it.
王とはすなわち世である。このオルフェーブルこそがターフに君臨すべ
We love Orfevre. We love Orfevre.
き真の覇者ゆえに告げる。世は必ず取り戻す我が元にあるべき意向を。三冠をそして知れ。我が後期こそ
The background music is also
全ての英
goes
傑を
super
確
hard.
認し世こそが天上天下あまねくを滑る王であると。
My breath was taken away as if she were a true king. I was struck by her demeanor and the pressure she gave off. This morning I was going to attend an event held at a museum inside the Tokyo Racecourse, a special exhibit featuring legendary Uma Musume and trainers. Alright, I didn't forget my ticket.
そこの
I need Orfevre in Global. I need Orfevre in Global.
徳控えよ。
Do you mean me?
喜べ。貴様は天運に恵まれた。王命を報ずるがいい。案内せよ。
It was such a sudden situation that I couldn't help but feel confused, and she was looking directly at the ticket in my hand. Maybe she was telling me, guide me to the exhibit. Faced by her sharp gaze and intense pressure, it was hard to refuse. In the end, I ended up guiding her to the museum exhibit hall. We're here. One does not simply tell Orfevre no. You do what Orfevre asks, or else.
ご苦労。
Wait. As soon as Orfevre entered the museum, she showed no interest in any exhibit along the way, proceeding further and further. You're not going to
世
even
の
look?
今日をそそるは不損なる先駆者のみ。それ以外に用はない。
Orfevre only stopped in front of the main exhibit. Here, legendary Uma Musume and their trainers were lined up. As expected, they're spectacular. Some of them had dramatic victories, others with their historic feats. Seeing everyone that left their mark in the racing world made my heart dance. Someday I want to be here too. That was my dream. Just like them, I want to raise an amazing Uma Musume and eventually obtain that glory.
真の王が誰か目に焼き付けてくれる。
I looked towards her at those sharp words. Her eyes were fixed on the triple crown Uma Musume. What do you mean
い
by
なこ
king?
と。貴様は憧れのみでここに来たというつもりか。ならば己の内も知らぬと見える。
What do you...
突然で申し訳ありません。私こういうもので、実は今展示に来られた皆さんの感想を伺っていまして、今こちらの三冠馬娘の展示をご覧になっていましたよね。やはり
I
同
have a
じ
feeling
馬娘と
Orfevre
して
admires their
憧
self.
れるものがあるのでしょうか。
ない。
I thought so.
そうなんですね。
こ
Everyone...
こに
Oh,
ある
that's
者
her.
たちはすべて非凡なる己が力を世に示した。その走りは確かに歴史に刻まれるほどであったのだろうな。だがそれは王なき時代の輝きに過ぎぬ。世界はまだ知らぬのだ。王の走りがもたらす真なる好機ゆえに示す。
I really do like how regal
王
she
たる
is.
は何かを我が波動にて古今東西あまねく傑物を踏み越えてみせよう。
The bystanders began to stare at Orfevre's words. Before long, an audience had gathered around her.
王とすなわち世である。
In her words, there was none of it. No hesitation, uncertainty, nor doubt. There was only one thing. An overwhelming self-confidence and conviction that she is a king. I couldn't take my eyes off of her strong presence.
ではあなたはその三冠馬娘になると？
しかりこなたにわざわざ出向いたのも不遜なる先駆者を確かめたまで。夢忘れず願うがいい。絶対なる王、その君臨を。
そのよければもう少しお話を。
Sorry, she has better things to do, like go become a triple crown. No time for questions.
言っちゃった。
おいおい、あの馬娘何者だよ。迫力やばくなかったか？
She is really
見
cool.
てて震えたぞ。
こんな場所であんなこと言うとか普通ありえないけど、でもなんかちょっと聞き入っちゃった。
A king. As Orfevre's words echoed through my mind, I couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and chased after her.
レジはすでに終えた。何のつもりだ？
Well, the only thing came to mind was that I had a strong interest in Orfevre. However, I wasn't sure how to put it into words or what to do.
おかえり。おる？
Oh, Dream Journey.
展示はどうだったかな？
姉上、確かめるには十分であった。
それは上々。こちらの方は？
I'm her
案
trainer
内役だ。
or guide.
なるほど。ご自身のこともあったでしょうに、そんな中で妹を案内してくださるとはありがとうございます。
How kind. I was surprised when this Uma Musume appeared and called Orfevre her little sister. She had already been making a name for herself in the racing world. Her name was Dream Journey. The Takarazuka Kinen and Arima Kinen, she had won both Grand Prix races in the same year. She was considered a top-tier Uma Musume. Don't let her fool you. I can't help it. That Dream Journey's younger sister was Orfevre. There was no doubt that both of these sisters were extraordinary Uma Musume.
帰る。姉上、茶と菓子の用意。
Oh, she wants tea and snacks? I want tea and snacks.
お疲れ様でした。後のことは姉である私にお任せください。では失礼します。
In the end, all I could do was stand there and watch Orfevre leave without saying a word. Even now, my heart was buzzing, the shock of standing before that presence. Some days later, I still couldn't get Orfevre's out of my mind. I decided to watch a selection race for Uma Musume, who hadn't debuted. That's... The moment I saw that figure, I could feel my blood surging.
さあ、先頭集団が横に広がったまま最後の直線に入る。後ろの馬娘は抜け出すことができるのか。
少子、これで我が道を塞いだと。
You can't stop the king.
ほどを知らん。
Know
オ
your
ルフェーブル
place.
突っ込んできた。切り開く。前に出る。先頭に並ぶ。そしてかわした。
Amazing. My heart was pounding. I clenched my fists. I didn't want to blink. My breathing stopped and I could only stare. It was so overwhelming and dazzling. The King's Run. After the race, I ran up to her, filled with excitement. However,
足らぬ。これではまるで
she
足らぬ。
wasn't pleased. That expression. She wasn't satisfied by that victory at all. Rather, it almost seemed like she was seething. It stopped me in my tracks.
オルフェーブル、本当に素晴らしい走りだった。あなたなら必ず頂点に立てる。私と一緒に挑戦してみない？
You do not ask the
君の
king.
素質は
The
圧
king
倒
will
的だ。
pick you.
過
How
去の
dare
どんな
you?
名馬娘にも劣らない。私と共に輝かしい戦績を打ち立てようじゃないか。
Several trainers with far more experience than he ran up and surrounded her.
貴様らは何を勘違いしている？選べると思う。トレーナー。
Oh, I was
馬
right.
娘関係ない。選ぶのは常に王たる世である。王にふさわしきはここにあらず、選抜などとは名ばかりだな。
It is always I, the king, who will be selecting. Those words kept me rooted in place. On this day, all I could do was stare at Orfevre's back along with all the other rejected trainers as she left. Several days later, I was still thinking back about Orfevre, wondering what I should have done at the time.
そこのトレーナーさん。
When I turned around, there was an Uma Musume that I didn't recognize. She bowed respectfully.
突然申し訳ございません。私はオルフェーブル様の臣下が一人です。
Wait, she has a vassal?
王
A
があなた
vassal?
をお呼びです。ご一緒に
Oh, we're being summoned by
来
the
ていただけ
king.
ますか？
Oh god, let's hope she doesn't behead us.
ご苦労。
In the place I was brought to, there was not only Orfevre, but several other Uma Musume attending her. They were probably also her vassals. It's almost like an
あの日
audience.
何を見た？
Eh?
貴様だけだ。先の選抜レースで我が意向を前にし、他の者たちと違う色味を宿していたのは進捗に答えよ。貴様は私の走りに何を見た？
Her piercing gaze made me slightly intimidated. A half-hearted answer would be unacceptable. I desperately tried to put into words what I saw in her that day. On that day, there had been a quiet fear in Orfevre, and to me, that expression made me feel a sense of deja vu. And that feeling was probably because of the day I first met Orfevre. It was the same grim expression she showed in front of that exhibit. She said it on that day that she would step past those Triple Crown Uma Musume. Along with the self-confidence, there was a competitive spirit. Competitive spirit. During the selection race, there was a reason Orfevre was irritated even after winning. I now had a hypothesis. Dissatisfaction, I suppose. She was the only one in the selection race that was looking at something else. She was already looking at the Triple Crown, which means that your run wouldn't win the Triple Crown.
王になんてこと！
よい。では貴様は先の走りで私に何が足らぬと見た？
What can be improved? Is that what she was asking? Under that pressure of hers, I think about the selection race once again. The final straight, staying inside. I listed as many other improvements I could think of, like the start and positioning, and while saying that, something new came to mind, a strong desire, a dream. The form of a true king. I wanted to see it, a run that overturned heaven and earth.
では作れ。
Eh.
貴様が挙げた改善点。我が走りを磨くための策を解く捧
I
げ。
think the king just chose us. Was this a chance to form a contract? I felt like my heart was overflowing.
これは欧命である。その意味を理解し、せいぜい励むがよい。
Understood. The one doing the selection was the king, Orfevre, the fact that weighed heavily on my heart, even as if it was about to float away. Well, let's hope she selected us to be her trainer and not selected us like to clean out her stall or toilets. An entire day had passed since the audience. I presented Orfevre with the improvement training plan she had requested.
この程度か。剣術が過ぎる。これでは糧にならん。解く直せ。私にふさわしい形にな。
So make it more
愚
difficult?
問だな。貴様は玉座に座るだけの脆弱なハリボテを好むのか。天来険しく地が割れようと。
Man, she's so cool.
望むままに道を引き。
I loved Orfevre before, but
わ
man,
がままに全てを縁とする。
become a chair for her? Where do I sign up?
真なる王とは超越者である。好機とは深き暗天を切り開いてこそのまばゆさよ。故に貴様は王に献上せねばならんのだ。考えうる限りの苦難を そしてそれをたやすく超えてこその私だ。
She was able to help me change my perspective. Her desire for strength was much more intense and genuine than I imagined. I'll fix it, give me 10 minutes.
ご苦労。悪くない修正の速さだ。これを基礎とし励め。では支度せよ。合わせはこやつらを使うよう貴様から命じろ。
オルフェーブル様、お着替えの準備を整えてあります。トレーナーさん、王がお召し替えの間に私たちにトレーニング内容の指示をお願いいたします。
In this way, Orfevre's training would be supported by the Uma Musume that were her vassals.
お疲れ様でした。タオルと水を用意してあります。
ご苦労。
この次はダートコースにてトレーニングとなります。ご案内いたします。
Due to the efforts of her vassals, the training progressed smoothly. However,
何かあるなら申してみよ。そうだ。世は王。その意向は天すらも抑えるにあたわず。ゆえに我がまばゆきに焦がれ、進化はおのずと集う。断りであろう。
Orfevre earnestly continued her rigorous training. At the end, she proposed the mock race to evaluate today's results.
貴様は我が進化に策を言い渡せ。私を倒す気概で尽力せよ。貴様らもその力を振るえ。王を存分に試すがいい。
はい。オルフェーベル様、御前失礼。
Following my instructions, Orfevre's vassals moved to block her path. There was no hesitation in their movements. Orfevre's speed and power were overwhelming. However, there would be times where she could not fully utilize that strength. We need to account for that.
それでこそ我が進化よ。
王が後方に。
Orfevre suddenly lowered her pace. She was falling back to get a good look at the wall in front of her. Orfevre accelerates as if to clear the wall from the outside. Her run was strong and unwavering ray of light. She's really dazzling.
みな、ご苦労。良き糧であった。
Orfevre drastically improved her coursework today. I was excited by her incredible growth rate.
さすがです、オルフェーベル様。あのような走りもあったのだと学ばせていただきました。
貴様の気迫、なかなか崩しがいがあったぞ。そのせいも引き続き世のために振るうがいい。
もったいなきお言葉、身に余る光栄です。私も王のように次の選抜レースで結果を。我が王、己の未熟さ、油断を示していただき
Wow, what a kind
ありがとう
king.
ございます。
首相だな。我が走りにいち早く感づいたその目、さらに研ぎ澄ましておけ。
必ずや未勝利を脱し、より高みを目指す所
I
存です。
believe in you, Orfevre. You can do it.
者ども、それぞれに励め。
Even if you have to punch me,
貴様らが振るう
I will be your trainer.
その
and
全
gladly
て
accept
を
it.
糧としてくれる。そして私は示
I guess
す
it should be kick me because
真な
she
る
used to kick.
王、あらゆる苦難を塵とし、思考の存在として必ずや君臨することを。
To bask in the radiance. She was not someone defined by talent alone. She is a king because she yearns for greater heights than anyone else. Mood great? Great mood. And those dazzled by the sight of her aiming for such heights can't help but dream and aspire to it too. Orfevre would live up to that admiration without fail because that is what it means to be king. I want to see this, the king. That strong emotion welled within me. I want to become the king's strength too. Orfevre.
なんだ
Oh, I want to form a contract.
今の貴様にその資格はない
Oh no, we got rejected.
言ったはずだ
No.
選ぶのはこの王だとただ焦がれるのならば誰にでもできる
My faint hopes that I could be chosen were crushed instantly. I'm so sad. However, I won't give up. It was already burned into my eyes, the once-in-a-lifetime radiance of the Uma Musume known as Orfevre. Just think. Just what kind of person would a king choose? What is it that I am currently lacking? I have a top hat? Does that count? Does that earn any points?
オルフェーブル様、進化一同アップは済ませております。何なりと申し付けください。
ご苦労
Orfevre.
あなたは大
Become a queen? Alright, I'm gonna have to trade in my top hat for a tiara.
声で何ですか？ぶしつけですよ。
よい先のトレーニングの褒美だ少し聞いてやる
I want to show you my strength. She had said it. You don't have the qualifications that if it's just admiration, then anyone can do it. Then all I had to do was prove it, that I was better than before, that it wasn't just admiration, that had value and resolve. Even without a contract, I'll still do it. I understood that the relationship between trainer and trainee was special, but I still wanted to show that I had value to the king. Until then, no matter how painful it became, I would continue on in the same way you would mark the strongest racers.
よかろう
よ
She
よ
accepted
ろし
us.
いのですか？この方は私どもと違って学園のトレーナーですが。
この程度を受け入れずして何が王かせいぜい振るうがいい
Yeah. In this way, I would be able to prove myself to Orfevre not as a trainer, but as a person.
本日の予定はこれにて全て終了です。お疲れ様でした。
ご苦労みんな明日も励めよし次の店に行くぞ
Understood.
さっきのレース貴様の考えを申してみよ
6 positions. No. Gradually, the number of days I would be by her side assisting her was increasing. That continued for some time.
とても美味しいお茶漬けだったね、オル。
うあ
トレーナーさん、わざわざ付き添っていただきありがとうございます。おかげでとても楽しめましたよ。
Dream journey. She's so kind. Today I was accompanying Orfevre and her sister to several famous ochazuke shops in Niigata. Lately, it feels like I've been accompanying them on more and more outings like this. Feel free to take your time.
すべて手配済みというわけですか。気が利きますね。
学園に戻り次第トレーナーとしての価値を示せ
Eh?
貴様自身の礼は十分に示された先を望むのならば
Are we finally about to be accepted
新たな形を
by
持
the
て
king? Will we have a place? Understood. I understood because we had spent so much time together. Orfevre had gained faith in me and was offering me a chance. This is it. The time had come. I had stuck with her through so much, and before I knew it, it had become time to show my true worth.
では見せてみよ
I offered a document to Orfevre. It was everything she would need on her path to becoming king. I will become your strength, not as a vassal, admiration, but not as a servant, to stand beside the king as a trainer. I will aim for the top as a trainer. On the first day I met Orfevre, I received a hint towards my worth as a trainer. At that time, she asked, "You came to the racing world only out of admiration?" Now I could say, no, my dream is here too, the dream of being there as the king ascends, and to do that I would become someone to leave my mark on the racing world, to surpass the legends of the past, obtaining a radiance greater than the Triple Crown, a king's Triple Crown. And we'll stand at the top together.
右手を出せ
As ordered, I held out my right hand to Orfevre, and at the moment, she just slaps my hand and says, "Get out of here." Orfevre kicked at my hand, and resulting wind pressure slammed into my right hand. Wait, she actually did.
排除せよ。貴様の夢を糧とし、王を足らんとする者が起こす風。我が力である。永遠に刻み、励むがいい。私に並び立てるようにな。
Man, she's so cool. Yeah. There was a lingering pain carved into my right hand. Together with that, I followed after the king. I didn't need to ask where we were going. The road she was taking was the one I too, the path to ascendancy. It had been a while since I became Orfevre's trainer.
王命である。何か余興でもせよ。
Hey, even if you say that.
話にならんな。もうよい。ゴルシはおるか。
Oh, we get bullshit? I've been with the favorite for a while now, but I still don't really understand how she sees me. Honestly, it was baffling.
なるほど。その脚力こそがオルフェーブルさんの強さなんですね。
Of course, that's the only part of
世辞
it.
は開いた。とく進めよ。
これは失礼いたしました。それでは早速商品レビューの方をお願いしたく、各種トレーニング用品もありますが、まずは
許す。司祭に説明せよ。
はい、こちらはスポーツ医学分野の先端理論を取り入れた最新の高性能足つぼマッサージ機でございます。凄まじい速度でかけるウマ娘の脚部にたまる膨大な疲労物質、それらを速やかに取り去る当社自慢の新製品です。
よかろう。おい、貴様がありようを示せ。その身をもってな。
Acknowledged. Then I place my legs into the device and secure it in place. Using the attached belts, then I hold the switch in my hand. Switch on. So you may be wondering why there were belts attached to this leg massager. Well, I figured that out right away. Wow! An Umamusume could achieve speeds of 70 kilometers an hour. In order to relieve stiffness from the legs that could do that, it was only natural the massage would be equally more intense. Oh wow, it hurts. It's alright, we just become an Umamusume, easy. Oh, she found it funny. We entertained the king. Wait, maybe we got upgraded from trainer to jester. We can be the court jester. Oh, we became a clown. Turn it off.
膝のあたりにあるスイッチを。今止めますから、少しの間動かないでいただけると。
After that, we finally managed to remove the device, but apparently the noise was made so loud, almost the entire academy could hear it.
見かけよりも存外に楽しめたわ。
Aw, how adorable. She enjoyed our pain and suffering.
では、弊社の商品をお認めいただけるということで。
良きに計らえ。
While I was rolling around in pain, my eyes met Orfevre for just a moment.
喜べ。貴様には才がある。貴様にしかできぬ役目となろう。
Eh?
引き続き励むがよい。
It seemed like she was praising me, but what exactly interested her about that interaction? I could hardly rejoice through the lingering pain. I get to learn so much about Orfevre. I'm so happy. On a day off. Huh, Orfevre?
貴様か。かようなところで何をしておる。
Just
装飾品
I'm
の
shopping.
展示会だ。が、話にならぬ。世の名をもって命ずる。
about
いずこ
where
か
should we take her?
退屈せぬ場所へ案内せよ。
Somewhere you won't get bored, huh?
よくよく励め。貴様の命運を世の心象次第と心得よ。
That would be quite the challenge. I wonder where should take her. While thinking about various options, we wandered around the department store. Somehow we ended up at my usual shopping venue. Orfevre declared she wanted to see some clothing. Oh, we took the king clothes shopping?
様になっておる。
I mean, I would have maybe said an arcade, maybe a restaurant, but I guess clothes shopping works too.
これらを着て友をせよ。
It's all red.
喜べ。王の
I knew I liked Orfevre for a reason. Her favorite color is red. I knew it.
好む色である。
I love the color red and black, if you couldn't tell by my suit.
それをまとえば貴様でも多少は箔がつこう。それに今の装いの貴様を見ておると気分が高揚するのだ。
Eh.
そして不思議と右手がうずく。
Eh.
世に小づかれるなど光栄であろう。その時は緩急も許そう。体感型勇気という
Oh, there's the arcade. I knew it.
ものか。よかろう。
Emulator.
今日が乗った。王直々に品定めをしてやろう。貴様も友をせよ。
勇者よ、よくぞ参った。この国は魔物に脅かされておる。
Oh no, it's a rival king. There can only be one king. Run, NPC king, run!
そなたの力でこの国を救ってくれ。
グオーメが自らが君臨する国一つ満足に守れぬとは、王とは全てを支配する者。同時に簒奪者を打ち
She
払え
is
る
not
勝者
pleased.
でなければならぬ。玉座で震えておるだけの愚物には務まらぬ。
Well, that's just the setting. And so our adventure began, but... First objective was to earn money to purchase stronger equipment, but she ignored that and moved on saying, "Who are you to tell me how to proceed?" Maybe we should head back and prepare. Oh, she just kicked him.
脆い。私と渡り合える相手はおらんのか。
Wasn't the technology in the emulator supposed to reflect the player's physical parameters only to a certain extent?
どうした。
Wait, she was so strong? She could just do what she wanted? Dang!
仕掛けとやらを解くがよい。
The door would open with a certain gimmick. The door would open with a certain gimmick. I had to find it quickly. When I look around, a suspicious stone statue caught my eye. The statue, maybe it can be pushed?
やってみせよ。
A single kick from Orfevre was enough to resolve everything up to this point, but now I don't have any proper equipment. I still had to make myself useful though. Oh, we should kick it. Oh. The statue's moving. As the stone statue activated, I leapt back in panic and it seemed to be aiming for me.
これは愉快。進化ならば功を立ててみせ。
Alright, it's our turn to kick. No way, that's impossible. Orfevre watched on in amusement as I ended up desperately fleeing from the monster. A giant monster fell to the ground after being kicked by Orfevre. Its strength was so underwhelming in comparison, I couldn't help but be shocked.
万象等しく平服せよ。
I'm afraid she's gonna go back and kick the king. A treasure
よ
chest.
い。開けてみせよ。
I had a bad feeling about this, but since it was the reward from a demon dragon, it could be some powerful equipment. I bravely opened the chest. Oh no, it's a mimic! I knew this was gonna happen.
丸飲みとは滑稽な。だが
Wait, she actually does see us as a clown? We're just entertainment? I'm okay with that. Hey, Orfevre. I felt a sudden impact followed by a feeling of weightlessness. Orfevre's kick had destroyed the monster in one hit, but after being kicked with that kind of force, the monster had also ended up flying through the air. Yeah! Somehow it seemed like she had fun, so I was safe for now.
しかしやはり貴様には道家の才がある。引き続き励むがよい。
I will be a clown. I'll be the best
かようなまで
clown.
戯れるも一興であったわ。大義であった。
For you, Orfevre. I hurriedly chased after Orfevre as she carried on. The middle of summer, while all the Umamusume were enjoying their summer training camp,
ね、あの人がオルフェーブルさんのトレーナーさんかな。
あ、こっち見た。お疲れ様です。
haha, good work. Lately, I felt that more and more Umamusume have been talking to me. It seems like they've seen me being pushed around by Orfevre and her unreasonable demands often, and now they're curious about me.
貴様の役目は民草に媚びを売ることであったか。
Uh-oh, she's not
区
happy.
物めが遠泳に行く。向こうで茶の用意をしておけ。
Over there on that island?
あのトレーナーさん、
Ooh,
面白いよ
dinner.
ね。なんか話すとちょっとシャイな感じもするし。
不損であろう。
オルフェーブルさん？
万象ことごとく
Everything under
世
the
の
sun.
所有物である。民草が王のもので楽しむなどおごりが過ぎよう。
いや、所有物って。
二度は言わぬ。
Don't do it, you're gonna get
王
kicked.
のものに触れることまかりならぬ。
Oh, that's cool. The temperament, it rises.
不損極まりない輩ども。あれを生かすも殺すも戯れるわ。決められるわ。世のみであると知れ。
Summer training camp, a day off. It was a short rest day, so the other Umamusume were already out enjoying their day off. I was going to take it easy and work on some paperwork, but
貴様、これより外出する。
oh, she's gonna take us for a walk. Out to
疑
where?
問であろう。世が楽しむ場所である。棚に並ぶすべての景品を世に捧げる。
All of them?
できなければ
Intense yet adorable jealousy. Yes, very adorable.
明日からのトレーニングは貴様も走らせる。
That's crazy.
どうした？もてあそばれておったではないか。
It's really difficult.
ふん。集え。
Uh-oh.
なんだ？
The goldfish are jumping in.
万象等しく我が下僕である。貴様もこの従順さをハントするがいい。
Just the pressure alone was enough to make the goldfish obey. It was almost as if she stood above all beings. I believe it. After that, we went around to each of the food stalls, and eventually it was time for the fireworks display.
悪くない場所と言え
Oh,
よ
we're。gonna enjoy the fireworks together?
込めて使わす。
I heard about it from a
情
senpai.
報収集の賜物か。だが所詮は借り物の光。来年は貴様が企画せよ。私を楽しませる花火を。愚か者。世の功績をもってすれば不 不可能などないわ。だが世を満足させられなけれ
She's
ば
gonna launch us into the
花火
sky,
もろとも貴様も打ち上げるとここ
and we're gonna explode with happiness. That's so scary. Please don't.
ならばせいぜい励むがよい。世に貸し付き世のために働け。そして私だけを楽しませるために生きよ。
You know, in a way, she really is adorable. All she wants is just our full attention. Sure, she has a bit of temper, and sure, she gets a bit jealous, but ultimately, all she just wants is our attention and our affection. So, is that worth it? 100% it is. I felt like I had just been given an incredibly difficult order, but I am resolved. I'll work hard to keep this promise with Orfevre. That was great. I enjoyed that a lot. Let's drop a like, and we're already subscribed.